Happy New
Year.
Year.
I know,
Why does it feel like we've been gone forever?
I know. I miss you, ladies.
Yes.
Gosh. Hey, Angie.
We missed you.
What's up,
Mhm.
world? For those who's just tuning in, it is welcome to When Ladies Talk. We have been gone for 2 weeks and we left you guys with a bang, and we are ready to start the new year off with a bang, 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 bang. I'm your girl, Latanya Michelle. Next to me is my girl, Latrina.
Hello, ladies. Hello. And gentlemen. Sorry.
And gentlemen, and down below is Miss Nikki Jules. What's up?
What's up?
Oh my gosh, we're back, y'all.
I just want to tell you, ladies, I swear, you ladies feed my energy. You feel my heart and my soul. I truly, truly missed you guys. We just bring such joy, to my life, this whole entire show. So I really did miss you all and hope you had a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yes, we did. Thank you. We missed you too.
Okay, before we get started on the show,
Okay.
tell me something that you're gonna leave in 2020 and you will not about yourself that you will not bring to 2021. Trina?
Whoa. Okay. So Trina is going to leave her major anxiety issues that she has and carrying everyone's weight. I am leaving that in 2021, 2020. I will only carry the minimal weight in 2021. I will not stress about tomorrow, a week from now, or the future. I will enjoy the moment.
Yes, I love it.
Yes,
I
okay.
love it. Nikki?
Oh goodness. So I'm gonna say the biggest thing that I'm gonna leave in 2020 is definitely procrastination. Just like Angie said, I can't do it no more. I just gotta just go for it. I'm one of those people who I will think something to death
Right.
before hitting that button, and I'm just gonna just do it. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, oh well. I'm just gonna give myself permission to do more. So yes, procrastination, I'm leaving that back in 2020.
And if you need help with getting out of procrastination, I'm the girl
I
for
know, I
you.
know you are. I know you are. I know you are. But here's the thing. I'm thinking that. I'm thinking too much about that. So I think I just probably need to just give you a call and just throw up all over you.
And you know what? That's fine because when I started my business, one thing I'll never forget that this older gentleman told me. He said, "Just jump." He said,
Yes.
"Jump." And I was scared to jump because God forbid I get hurt, fall, and fail. And he was like, "But
Right.
you don't know unless you jump. So just jump."
Okay.
So it's funny that you say that because mine is leaping. I'm leaping like crazy. I'm not thinking about stuff no more. I'm just leaping. I'm not wasting my
Yes.
time on no extra energy on extra people. I'm leaping. If I want to do it, I'm leaping. I just don't have time to just wait on the world. Let's do
That's
it.
right. That's right.
So
That's right.
Angie says hers is possible. I can't say that name because I can't say the word, y'all. What?
Procrastination.
Procrastination.
See? Y'all see, it's not just me. Okay. So today's topic is, let me make sure I get it straight. Dating multiple people versus taking a chance on one.
You might want to put that at the bottom too.
I already have it. It's coming. It's coming. It's
All
coming. It's coming.
right.
I got it. I got,
I should have got my
listen,
fan for
I'm
this
working
topic.
it. I'm working it. I'm working it. So,
Ooh.
just a quick little definition so we can make sure everybody understands. Dating multiple people means that you are aware of the person that you're dating, that he is also or she is also dating other people, and you're okay with that.
Right.
One. The other one is you ain't taking none of that shit. You don't care if you just met him or whatever. You ain't taking none of that shit. If you ain't date me, we ain't date. Okay, so I just want to make sure y'all got that version, just so y'all know I had to get a little sister girl with it because you already know my
Right.
thoughts.
Right.
Trina.
Oh God, yes.
Oh, I can go to Nikki. I mean, come on. Either way, you still gonna have to answer.
Uh-oh, Lord.
Nikki, what is your thoughts on dating multiple people? Is it
I
ever acceptable?
Is it ever what?
Acceptable.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, the old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. You know, it depends on what you're looking for too. You know, some people are literally just trying to just date. They're not, you know, no commitments or whatever. I think it just depends on where you are in your life. You know what I mean? I dated multiple people. That didn't mean everybody got some or whatever like that, but I dated multiple people, and that meant having conversations. But when I decided that I didn't want to anymore, it was because of various reasons. I mean, sometimes you just get tired. You don't have time to know this one's personality, that one, that birthday, what's important to this one. I can't, you know. But yeah, I think it's totally acceptable.
Okay. Trina?
So I think what Nikki said, it is definitely acceptable to date multiple people as long, and let's be clear about dating. I would say
Yeah.
it's fine to get to know multiple people. I think as long as you're transparent, you know, as long as the other person or other people, you know, you're very open and you're very honest with them. But I
Right.
do think after a while, you know, and I don't want to say it's an age, I think it's a mental state that you get to where you don't want to do that and you do want that one-on-one relationship to grow with someone. So it really depends on what your end game is.
Right.
If your end game is to grow, then no, you can't date multiple people because you can't grow really with multiple people. But if your end game is to just get to know a lot of people, then date a lot of people. But again, I just think it's where you are mentally, you know, where you are mentally and what the end game is to me.
Agreed.
I
And
agree with you guys. As far as depending on your end game. And I do think it's acceptable if that's what you put out there.
Exactly.
It's all about what you put out. If that's what you want to put out there is acceptable. It ain't acceptable to me, but if whatever you put out there, wherever you are in the stage of your life, if it's okay with you and it's mentally really okay with you, then go for it. But don't go with the flow because that's what he said, and that's not what you really feel. And I believe that most women is really not gonna feel that. That's my thought.
Well,
so wait.
I was a different kind of woman years ago. I was you said that women aren't going to put up with that. So I was the woman that did date multiple people, you know, and I was clear from day one.
Right.
From day one that, you know, I see other people, I'm getting to know other people. What we have to be careful with, woman or man, is feelings get involved. Someone will get attached, whether you say it's all good or whatever. Somebody's going to get attached, whether it be the woman or the man. Somebody is going to catch feelings because if you spend your time and your energy with someone, somebody gonna catch something. That you're gonna catch feelings. So you know you have to be very very careful. But I was very honest, and some men were like, you know, excuse me, what did you say? You know.
Wow.
Really, they were like,
turns on men. I honestly think that that's a turn on for men because they want to be that one to try to stop you into you know, oh, I could break that. Yeah. I could break that. So, you know, men have ego issues. And so they'll, you know, that competition, I think men like that.
Some did tell me, they were like, you know, I'm not going to be able to do that, you know, because I just want your, you know, and some were like, you know, that's some dude shit you do. And I'm like, well, I mean,
no, plenty of women do it.
Right. But here's the thing, men or women do it. They just don't say it. They're just not transparent and open and honest. I was just honest from day one, but you know, you get multiple reactions from men when you tell somebody that. So, but yeah, you got to be careful about those feelings because feelings, you know, and
well, the problem is it's frowned upon when a woman does it. And so I don't know if women, I don't know if as women that we necessarily, I don't think we shout from the hilltops, yeah, I'm dating multiple people. You know what I mean? But I do think that, I mean, you know what, when I was out there, you know, I don't remember people really asking if if they say, are you single? Yeah. They weren't asking, were you seeing anybody else? Maybe because they knew that question was going to come back on them as well, and they didn't want to say it. So I say all that to say I don't remember like even having to justify that. You know what I mean?
That's true. I didn't have to justify it, but really it's a play on words, you know. So I just wanted to be transparent so that people wouldn't have to guess their place. You know,
Got it.
Yeah, I didn't want people to guess their place.
I've never dated multiple people.
Really?
Wow.
Okay,
That's good.
I've never done it. So I don't like, I've never.
Oh, that's too bad.
Right.
But no, I mean it's nothing wrong with either way to me. Again, as long as people are just honest and transparent, whether you date one person at a time or multiple people, people just have to agree to shit. And if you don't, then it's not for you. But the older I got, then yeah, I did date one person because people get crazy when they get older too. So you have to be careful of that.
You know what I've always thought, and maybe I'm a little crazy, but I've always thought, can a person actually really show you their true side if they're dating other people?
I don't think so because you're only getting a percentage.
Right, you're only getting a percentage. So what is the point?
I disagree.
You disagree?
Yeah, because I mean, you know, I could say when I was dating multiple people, I didn't change who I was. I was just me. But what are you talking about?
It's not about changing who you are. You're going to be who you are anyway.
Right.
But it's like, how would I even trust you knowing that you're probably having the same conversation with somebody else? Like, how am I even supposed to take anything that you say seriously or how you treat me seriously when most likely you're doing the same thing?
Because that was established up front.
Right. Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Y'all calling bullshit. Okay, I'm gonna call bullshit. I don't care if it's established up front. If you really like somebody, you don't want them to be dealing with somebody else.
But
but when does that come?
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. That's later down the road.
Is it always later down the road? Because if I'm wasting my time, if I'm spending time with you, that means I'm interested in you, and I ain't got time to be. I'm just saying. That's just me.
Now, is that the 50-year-old you? Was that you in your 30s?
I've never dated multiple people.
Okay, so maybe that's just you.
Yeah, that's just me.
Okay.
That's just me.
Yeah.
And I think I hang with a bunch of dudes too. So I think that plays a role in it. And I see the games, so I see women, for example, let's say I could be hanging with my boys and it could be a group of us. Trina, you would be the girl of choice today. And he would treat you so well and make you feel so good and everything. And you'd be like, oh, I'm hanging with his friends. We having a good time. We traveling and stuff. And then next week, it would be her in your place. And we would all have to call you sweetie, honey, baby, because the same thing he was doing and saying to you, he was doing to her. So it was just like,
women do it too. I just want to be clear. I don't want to put that all on men, because women, we do some of those same things.
But I didn't say, whether it's men or women, what I'm saying is it's fake.
I don't know that it's fake. I just think you know each other. I don't think it's fake. Now we
got to come for the host.
But this is what I will say. I will say that you are only getting and giving a percentage.
That's
of
it.
You. I'm not going to say that you're changing. Right. I'm not, Nikki, I can't say that you're changing who you are, but you are only getting a percentage of who I am if I'm seeing other people. I mean, that's just because you ain't getting 100% of my time because it's divided between how many people.
And I what I do feel is that if I wouldn't expect somebody to start to feel that way if it's already established from jump. This is where I am in my life. I mean, how many times have women we met that guy that we thought was really cool, you might want to get with, and then they say, well, I'm not really ready for a relationship. I'm not really looking for a relationship. And they tell you that up front. And so now you have the choice to decide if you want to deal or not.
Let's have a conversation. Let's keep.
Okay, let's go.
Like if we really get down to it, like if we're in 2021, we're no longer in 2020. Is all of this have to do with a self-esteem issue?
No, dating multiple people. Because it might happen by happenstance. So, for example,
So
if I
no,
go,
no, go back. No. Go back to that scenario when that man tells you he don't want a relationship. What the hell are you staying around for? He done told you what he don't want.
well,
You
if
may
I,
not
if,
want one
but,
either.
but if I don't want a relationship either, or I tell myself I don't,
That's
I
yep.
might,
That's the
right,
That,
key.
that,
That's the key.
that,
right.
but
That's the
in
You,
your
key.
you,
mind, you're trying to convince him that you want to relate.
well, see, I've learned not to waste my time with that, but I know exactly what you're getting at because, yes, sometimes men do tell us straight up and down. We just don't want to see it. If you meet a guy and if he says, I'm not, I'm not really looking for a relationship, and you decide to stay and deal because, some people just like men like a challenge, women like a challenge too. Oh, and then as a woman, because I've been this woman back in the day, you start doing stuff, right? You start trying to be that deciding factor. Oh, he's going to change, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to make him change his mind. And then what winds up happening? You start doing extra. You start doing extra shit for no reason, like stuff that you wouldn't normally be doing, but you're doing it, but in the back of your mind, you're saying to yourself, yeah, I'm just different. I'm different because you got that much confidence that this man's gonna change his mind, and you find out that's why some of the people you find out you be in a relationship with the person, or you think you're in a relationship with a person a year later, and you still mad when out of the blue he goes, "Well, I'm going to Cancun." Oh, you oh yeah, me and my boys, we going to Cancun or whatever. And now mind you, he never asked you on vacation, blah 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 blah. And then you try him. Then you say, well, what am I here for? Blah blah blah. Look, and the guy, what does the guy do to protect himself? Well, I told you from the beginning I wasn't really looking for anything serious because of stuff like this, blah 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 blah. And now you feel all stupid. You wasted a year, your time, or whatever because of that. So
But
yeah,
you didn't waste a year because when people tell you what they want and they
Mhm.
show you, you have to accept that. We just don't want to
Yeah.
accept what people
No,
say.
no,
We
no,
Mhm.
think
no.
that we
But
can
listen,
turn them into something different.
the problem is most men will say one thing and do another.
Oh,
Well,
It's rarely natural.
that's
It's
yes,
true.
rarely natural. So
That's very true. That's
that's
very
true
true.
because
rarely
guess what?
natural. Now, if you find someone who matches, then that's good. But most of the time, so that's kind of hard to
Oh
dig.
yeah. That
I
is
mean,
true because you'll find that guy that says all of that mess, and then he'll turn around and say something like, he'll be, he may be there for you. Something happened. Now he's going with you to the funeral. Now he buying groceries. Now he's helping you out. This, that, and the third, and he's doing all this relationship type of stuff. You know what I mean? He going with you to your kid game and all this other stuff like that. And he's doing relationship typey things. And then at the same token, I'm not ready for a relationship.
But he said that in the beginning. But you're right. His
Yeah, but
actions.
I noticed that some people say certain things in the beginning to protect themselves for later. It's the same thing when you're talking to somebody and they're telling you everything but what you really want to hear, right? Because then you start to hear what you want to hear. But the reality of it is they're saying that they putting it out there up front so they can protect themselves for later on. You can't say that. Like that's just like I'll tell a little bit of a quick little tidbit of a story of mine. I used to date this guy on and off for a long amount of years, and I said to him one day, I said, I just said it. I said, "Are you ever gonna marry me?" He said, "Someday." Right? He just said someday. Now,
Okay.
technically, he didn't say, well,
No.
yeah. No, he didn't say no. He didn't say, oh, I have to do some things, blah, 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 blah. And, we should probably discuss this because I'm thinking about maybe next year. There was no plan tied to it. You know what I'm saying? So later on, you said you was gonna marry me. I didn't say that, but I could have said that, right? And he would have been like, I told you someday. Someday? When someday? Someday could be whenever.
Let's read a couple of the comments. So,
Yes.
hey, Tamika, thanks for chiming in. Author, thanks from Charlotte, North Carolina. Thank you. So, Angie said, I dated multiple men and I just got tired and wanted to date one and be in an exclusive relationship and enjoy that. Totally agree. That's exactly where I got to. I agree. Lewis said it used to be frowned upon by men, but nowadays most people go with multiple people to find out the ultimate connection. Once the vibe is achieved, everyone else gets passed and moved on. Okay, okay. Sean, hey
Speaking of-
Shauna.
Shauna. Mhm.
Shauna said, I'm not ready for a relationship, but I don't want you seeing anyone else. Girl,
Yeah.
what is
That
you
part,
talking
Shauna.
about?
See,
We're
that's
in-
my problem. That's why I keep saying to y'all. Y'all say y'all are willing to, oh, I'll do multiple, but no, you're not. Because the first time you see him with somebody else, you're gonna cut the hell up.
I personally won't, and I've been in that situation.
In your mind, nope. But in
No,
your mind,
I have been in that situation where we said we're going to see multiple people and we were all out at a party. I was with someone else and he was with someone else too. I walked by him. Hello, how are you? Have a good evening. And he started a fight with the dude I was with. So I have problems. I had no problems, but I'm not there anymore. But when I was there, that happened to me. That happened to me on a couple of occasions, and I didn't have a problem with it because I probably didn't really
didn't
like
care
him
about him
anyway. Yeah, I
because
probably didn't really
they
like him
wasn't nobody
anyway.
significant.
Exactly. So it was no big deal to me.
So,
but it was
but-
a big deal to him.
But Latanya was saying is that he probably was nobody significant because if you was talking to somebody that you cared about, you wouldn't probably do the multiple dating, right? Wasn't you saying that earlier, Latanya?
I guess that's what I'm speaking on. So, okay, so this is me. I think in 2021, no matter what age you're at, we got to stop signing up for this stuff that we don't need to be signing up saying, oh, yes, we will multiple date. Oh, yes, we accept this. Yes, we accept this half stuff that you guys are giving us. They only do it because we allow them to do it.
And you know what? That's why I dated multiple people, because I could do it.
But
that's not why I did it.
That doesn't. But that's not even saying if we
When I
really look at it though. But if we really look at the scientific of that, what is that saying about the person who's dating multiple people for real? That they don't want a relationship?
That could be. I think that, and you're just trying to get to know people. I mean, you're trying to get to see the process of elimination.
That part.
I have a friend who he actually found his wife doing that. I remember having a conversation with him, and he said that he had plotted to go on 100 dates.
Oh yeah.
He had to plotted to go on 100
Weren't
dates.
you doing a segment like that?
Throughout the year. Right. Throughout the year. And so he ended up finding his wife. But I don't think it's that he was dating several people. I think he just went on dates and rolled out. When that didn't work, then he went on a date with somebody else. He wasn't dating Nikki and dating Trina too. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, so he would stop. Okay, so he wouldn't see that person anymore and then move on.
Right.
So that's really not dating multiple people at the same time. That's really something different. Okay, I see what you're saying though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, because I've done that too. I've dated. I've talked to somebody, right? After a couple of conversations, you see, you're not so sure because you're not so sure about that person, but then you meet somebody else and you entertain them, and you probably have a couple of conversations, and then somebody might fall off. I mean, it's just like a process. I don't know.
It's like a process of elimination.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm. It's like the Bachelorette.
and I understand it. I think that with me, it's just that. First of all, I can't get past 3 days with anybody. If I can't. Conversation.
Now
we're not going to go on a date for one thing. First of all, that's one thing we're not doing in the beginning. I need to talk to you. We need to have conversations. I can't get past 3 days because I'm like 3 days because I'm like, oh, you crazy. You mental. I gotta go. You can't even carry a conversation. You're boring and stuff.
Yeah, but as you get older, you learn. I think you learn the right questions to ask.
Right.
I believe.
So people eliminate themselves in the beginning for me anyway. So okay. So do you let the others know you are dating more than one person?
I do. I did. I'm no longer in that mental mindset anymore. But when I was in that mental mindset, yes. But let me be clear, because I don't want to make it seem like every time. There were some times, no, that I did not tell them. Now, once we got to know each other a little better than I did. So I don't know. It just depended.
Nikki?
I'm like, who, me?
That means
not
no.
not necessarily something I advertise. No, I mean, if we had that conversation, if they asked me, I would. If they asked, but I wasn't necessarily volunteering that information because I wouldn't know where it would be going with them. Now, when I was finally ready, right, I was so straight up because I was just tired because I was just tired of dating and dating and dating. And the reality of it is that with the things that you probably need a partner for, you can't get that from the dating pool necessarily because these people, I mean, just like you may not give a whole lot of mess about them, same for you.
Right.
So,
Right.
you know what
In
I'm
most
saying?
cases,
So,
that's the case, right?
right. And so eventually, so when it came time to the situation I'm in, I was like, I said I was dating. I said I was dating. I said, but I'm interested in only dating one person, right? I said I'm not interested in dating multiple people. I said I first of all, I don't have any time for that. I'm trying to build. I'm looking for a partner. That's what I said. And a point, and he was like, "Well, me too. I'm looking for a partner too." So it was like, okay. So he invited me out the next day, and I just said, "Okay." We
So
met that night.
did y'all start dating solo? I mean, just you two in the
Yeah,
beginning?
yeah. So, but I will tell you this: I had to let the stragglers go. You know what I'm saying? One by one. Obviously, that's what the whole. I think when you think of terms of ghosting, I think for the last couple of years, I think a part of that, so some people I never called back. Some people that would hit me up, that really wasn't hit me up like that. Some people would hit me up and they would be like, "Hey, what you been up to?" I'll be like, "Well, I met somebody, blah, 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 blah." And, "Oh, man, respect," or whatever they say. And that be the end of it. So basically I didn't really have any ties in which I could not get myself out of. You know what I'm saying? Like literally,
Any strong ties where
yeah. So yeah, you know what I mean? It was just kind of like, okay, so but I wasn't calling them up. I wasn't calling them up saying, look here. Listen,
Right.
I met somebody, so I don't call me ever again. I wasn't doing
Right.
that. And
Did
I'm
he
sure
have any?
I don't. So that is still left to be, whatever. But he did say the night we met that somebody he used to talk to was there that night and
At the same place.
yes, and had the nerve to tell him that, "Oh, you was dancing real close on that girl." Talk about me. And I was like, "What?" I said, "So when she called you the next day?" He was like, "Yeah, whatever." And I was like, "Whatever." But I mean, I'm a realist. I'm sure he had some people that he probably had in the back that little by little they had to fall off too. And I was fine with that. And then we really didn't say committed or all of that until probably like like 2 or 3 months afterwards, but we spent a lot of time together too. So that, I mean, we didn't really have to say it to each other. It was kind of evident.
Okay.
A lot of action items going on.
Oh.
She said a lot of action items. So it was evident. So y'all didn't have to have the conversation, but y'all did eventually have it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So let me just say something about that. So my friend that I'm with now, we started off being friends, and the friendship quickly grew to something else. Then it was off on and all that shit. So, but there never was a conversation. There never was a conversation of are we committed to each other? It was the actions. So now I'm wondering, based on what Nikki just said, there probably needs to be a conversation.
Yeah.
Because just because the time is spent, right, doesn't really mean commitment for some people.
Yeah.
Let's talk about men. Men are very good at pleasing us. Men are that's what they live to do. Just like I just told you the scenario. When I was with my boy 1 week, he had Latrina. Latrina felt like she was the queen bee. She felt like, I mean, he catered to her and let's open her door and this is my baby and all that. And we would be in the background laughing like, nigga, please. And then the next week it would be Nikki. But he carried on these relationships for a long period of time. I'm talking about years.
Right.
And
Mhm.
the women didn't know or anything. And one of them I couldn't stand. I used to be like, ooh, ooh, but I wouldn't say anything and stuff. But we have to have conversations. Let me tell you where I messed up. I don't believe in multiple dating. So I started dating someone and he said that he wasn't ready for a relationship. And I still took a chance on him.
Mhm.
And what I realized is he said that he said one of those things. I don't remember. But
Mhm. Probably that.
I took a chance. I took a chance on him, and I realized even before, and I was getting spoiled rotten. But let me say this: I was having anxiety within myself, I didn't realize it. It was like, why do I feel this way? Why is there something? It was like something was off. But I realized because I'm very loyal to myself, to my thoughts, to my gut. So I just when it finally hit me and I really looked at everything, I'm like, you shouldn't have never moved forward in the first place.
Absolutely not.
You did
Yeah.
something out of
You're
your
right.
way, so you can't even blame him.
You did
That's
Right.
yourself a
where I messed up.
disservice.
And I did it for a period of time. And I was like, why do I feel like I'm in a form of depression and everything and
Mm.
stuff? Like I really did. I went through some stuff and I'm like, but now I realize is that I shouldn't have never moved forward. I should have been like, all right, cool, dude, bye. You know,
Right.
and I
Right.
didn't. So we have got to, but we'll quickly blame a man for hurting us or dogging us and all of
But you
that
really
stuff.
can't. Right.
They've
Right.
already told us. Like if a
Right.
man wants you, he gonna tell you he wants you. You don't have to ask him. It's not excuse me. It's not even about his actions because there's some men are so good at pleasing women. They know what they already know how to pay attention and to do what you like. So guess what? That don't mean that he loves you. It don't. It don't
Mhm.
mean
So
that he cares.
what are we saying about the men who are not good communicators and don't talk? So are we saying that the men who show they care for you and are 100% with you, but they don't say it, are we saying what are we saying? Are we saying they're not? Or I mean,
No, what I'm saying is you need to make sure that when you say he cares for me and he does for me, make sure it's something that he won't do for just any woman.
oh
Yeah.
sure.
Make
Right.
sure when you say care
I've
for me,
been in that type of
right.
situation
There's
before.
some guys that are just good at doing for women, and
Yeah,
any
they
woman
are.
that's with him feels like, oh my
You
God,
never feel special. You
right.
never
Okay.
feel
Yeah.
special with
Or
somebody like that.
That's true.
you can feel special, but he's very good at making everybody feel special. Special.
Right.
You have to save a
Mhm.
hug. Really simple.
Have to what you
Save a
say?
Save
hug.
a hoe.
Have to save a hole. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So at the age that we're at, it's like I understand the multiple dating if you're not ready for a relationship. I wasn't ready for a commitment, but I still wasn't doing multiple dating and taking a chance on a person. I believe that when you tell a man that you're okay with him dating other people, you're telling him that you can treat me any kind of way.
Yeah.
No, I disagree
I
with
do.
that.
Yeah,
I
I
disagree
I
with
disagree.
that.
think that you're still going to make a man treat you well. You're still going to expect a man to treat you with respect and a certain kind of way. I don't think that means that you're giving him the okay to treat me a certain kind of way because we've said we're going to date multiple people. And let's say this, if he does, then he's checked off.
He's not going to treat you bad. I didn't say.
Oh, you said any old kind of way, so I
No,
interpreted
no,
that
no.
as
When I say any
Yeah,
kind of
me
way,
too.
you
he's
did.
still going to treat you good, of course, when he's around you.
Oh, because when you
But
said
he
any
doesn't have
kind
to
of
have any
way,
accountability.
oh
Oh,
well,
well, yeah, but that's
yeah,
what I'm saying. That's that safety mechanism
yeah,
bull crap that you
right,
get. You know
right.
what I'm saying? When you hear, "Oh, I'm not looking for a relationship." But if for a woman at this point, in the game, if that's what you want, that's what you given, then fine. You know what I mean? But like here, hold on, we got some comments here. Lewis said 2021, as we get older, dating is with intention
I
Right,
agree. I
right.
totally agree.
Right.
100%.
nowadays, but there are still some people that's out there. They don't want any commitments. They're not being trying to be. They deem it as being tied down, and I think that's ridiculous because I believe that tied down and being in a relationship with somebody, people have so many different versions of how it's supposed to be. You can't have guy friends, you can't have girlfriends, you always got to include me. You can't, you know what I'm saying? All of that stuff like that. And it doesn't have to be that way.
It's what you make it. It's what you discuss. It's what you communicate, and it's what you accept and agree to.
Absolutely.
Do people really have do people really talk about this stuff? To be honest with you, do we
talk about what stuff?
That's a taboo in a lot of relationships. That's a taboo talk.
What?
You talk about everything else other than what are we doing? And I hate that. I hate that saying, what are we doing? Especially women are really good at saying, what are we doing? But do people really, really talk about that, or they look past it?
When I talk to my girlfriends, half say they have the conversation and half say they don't.
I do. I believe in having a conversation, and that's only because, first of all, I'm older now, and I just hate wasting my time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't have any time. I feel like in my life, Nikki does not have time to waste. So yes, I'm going to be that one that asks that question. A lot of my friends have said, hey, what's going on? But sometimes, usually, what'll happen is something will happen that will cause that question to be asked for the man or the woman. You know what I mean? It could be something simple. I actually had that situation before, and we were considered in a relationship, and he did something out of pocket. But that was the first time we were in that scenario. So even though it kind of pissed me off, I said to him, I said, look, I said, you know what? This is the first, and he didn't like how I did something. And so I said, you know what? This is the first time we've been in this kind of situation. I was like, you know what? We could talk about it later, because clearly there's some things that I don't like, or maybe you don't know that I don't like. And there's some things that clearly I don't realize that you don't like. And we could just talk about it later. The problem with him is he couldn't recover from the night. He couldn't recover from it. The men can. Right.
You know what? I think in 2021, I'm just speaking on my behalf. If he ain't communicating, and I don't feel like I should have to ask him, because he gets to make the decision. Not the decision. I get to make a decision to stay, but I'm not. If you can't communicate with me, I don't need to talk to you. Like, for real. If I have to wonder, if I gotta think, you're not who I need to be with.
Right.
I have to set the standards for myself. I have to walk my talk and not just be like, but I really like him. Screw that. Right. Screw that. Because it's like, if a man is really, really about you, he's going to make sure you're not going to have to second guess. Like, we got to stop playing games with ourselves. We do not have to second guess.
I call it mentally masturbating ourselves.
That's what we do. We do.
We mentally masturbate ourselves. I'm telling you, with a lot of things in life, we do, just to make ourselves feel good and have a happy ending.
Right. And we'll settle for BS, and we'll end up getting hurt. Lewis says, I have yet to meet a woman who didn't desire to be married. Lewis, I have to say this. I need to answer this. I was married before, and I said that I would never get married again. I can promise you, I can tell you, I did not have a desire to get married. I just said yesterday, for the first time, that I wanted a relationship and I wanted to get married. And I've been divorced since 2002. I did not want to get married. I was okay with a healthy relationship and everything. And even to this day, I'm not going to just marry anybody. He's going to have to be all, he's going to have to be perfect.
I would say the same thing. I've been divorced 10, 11 years. And I said I never wanted to be married again.
Right.
Never. Up until probably a year ago, maybe. Right. But to the person that's for me, the right person, checks all the boxes, all that good stuff. But I mean, I definitely said I didn't want to be married. I was perfectly fine with just having that forever partner in life and on each other.
So Lewis said women are doing this as well. That's where the term cougar came from.
Listen.
No, cougar came from because we was meeting men at our ages, and I was acting all slow.
Yeah. Listen, let me say this. I was a cougar for a long time, until the last time, because that joker, listen, but I was a cougar for a long time. Why I like younger men was because they got heart. They ain't got a problem to say what they want. They ain't got a problem to communicate with you. They do. These days, the young dudes is making just as much money as the older ones that got their own businesses, and they cater to you.
No,
Now,
that's
they,
good. You're right. You're
they
right.
get a little sensitive though. So, like the last one scared the mess out of me. I was like, I'm gonna leave these young ones alone because they fall in love, and I wasn't trying to be in love. I just wanted to have fun.
I've never dated a younger guy, but younger guys try to talk to me all the time. And I
Mhm.
do remember this guy saying, so what is your fear of dating younger guys? And I'm like, I'm gonna look at you like you my child. I
Mm.
will. And I will. I mean,
No,
that's how
no,
I'm just saying that's how
you,
I felt. I felt
you,
like
you
you
make it
my
want to give it a
daughter's
try.
age. I can't, you like should be dating my daughter. I don't know. I can't. I can't. I can't. I
Well,
can't.
Inga says it amazes me the number of men 45 and up that still want to just casually date. Sit down, sir.
You know what, ladies? We have got to do our parts because I think all of us want a good man. And there's some things that we got to fix ourselves. A lot of things that we have to fix and stuff like that. But we have to have the standards. We have to
Absolutely.
create our standards and stand on what we want. We need to hold these men accountable for real.
Mhm.
We got to
Right.
hold ourselves accountable too. So it's not just us, them, but we have got to. There is somebody out there for all of us, the right one, and we don't have to settle. We don't have to wonder. We don't have to figure it out. He's out there.
Right. Well, Angie said that she's been divorced since 2008 and she wanted to get married again. She was just with the wrong partner and wouldn't try again. That's commendable. And
That's the norm, right?
I hope put it out into the universe. You put it out
Right,
into the universe. So I
right,
just feel like what you put out into the universe, let the universe handle it and get out
right.
your own way. So, because a
What?
lot of times I was in my own damn way. Even
What?
still, sometimes I'm in
What?
my own damn way.
What?
So we have to get out of our own damn way. And once
Mhm.
we put it out there, we can't tell the universe and tell God how to give it to us or what it needs to look like and blah, 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 blah. We got to just let it happen. So I
You
totally
know,
agree.
you know what? I'm all about the universe stuff, but I'm also about one thing I started in 2021 is deadlines. I started setting deadlines for
What?
Latanya Michelle
Mm.
and
That's a good.
accountability.
That's
I'm
a
like,
good
I
nugget.
don't get this by a certain time. Let it go. Just let it go. Go on to something else or
That's
whatever.
a
And if
good
that's meant
one.
to be, it'll come. And I'm telling y'all, like, it works. And it's just been, what day are we on? Number 7. I'm telling y'all, it's just something to think about. Me and my girlfriend, she thought I was crazy. And I'm telling you, she thought I was crazy. I said, I'm giving it to Wednesday. I'm giving it
Okay.
to Wednesday. And she was like, because she's just like, nah, you ain't going, you ain't going. Today she called me. She said, today is Thursday. And we had a whole list of things that happened from 12 o'clock last night to now. And she was like, yo, you spoke this stuff into existence. And it's like,
Mm.
it's so amazing. We have
Are you
got
keeping
to,
like a book of that?
no, but I
How are
will.
you doing it?
Because we
Because
were
I'm
sitting there talking about it because I sent her my horoscope. April, if you're on here, you can ask her. Sent her my horoscope. I told her I have until a certain Wednesday. I mean, I have to, it's Wednesday. And I forgot that I had set that time. And something happened like at 12 o'clock last night. And it was just, oh my gosh, it was, y'all,
wow.
let me tell you something. We have got to understand who we are. We are not a hostage to nobody. We're not a
Yeah.
hostage to no man that ain't our husband. We
Yeah.
got to let that go. If that man is not giving us what we deserve or what we respect, and if we go through stuff and that man is not going through it with us, let them go. Don't worry about what they're going through. Fix who you are and walk in your greatness and your happiness and manifest. Yo, it's our time. It's our
So
time.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to order a t-shirt, have a t-shirt made that say deadline because that shit is
Deadline.
the bomb.
Yeah.
Deadline.
That is the
Deadline.
bomb. Yeah,
Deadline. It's okay.
yeah,
You deadline, let it go. We gotta
yeah.
stop dwelling on stuff.
Absolutely. Danielle, if you're listening, who makes my t-shirts, can you put that on the list?
I want one
Yeah.
too. I want
Yeah.
one
We are.
too.
Me,
I'll
me,
send you
me
two.
three.
Right,
Send me
right, right,
your
right.
sizes and I'll get you. I'll order you all one. That I love that.
It's
Absolutely.
we have got
Deadline.
to.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
It's important. So I kind of like, we kind of like got off the subject. Okay.
As usual.
As
As
always,
usual.
as always.
Uh-huh.
Let me tell you something because I did have questions about our last show. Ah, you thought I was gonna forget, Trina.
Oh my
What's
God.
the update of the trash man?
Not the trash man.
Well, not the trash man.
The garbage
So
man.
okay. So what happened from our show last week? When I was just
Weeks ago.
exploded and threw up my whole personal life, right? So he was listening to the show. Let me say that, and I yeah, that was interesting. But he was listening to the show and sent me a text that he forgave me, wants to wants to do all this stuff. So we're in a good place. We're in a good place. But I think I just wasn't being transparent enough with him, and I wasn't speaking my truth, my total truth with him.
Oh, that's a good topic.
So
Ooh.
yeah, I was not speaking my total truth. So it left some questions,
Right.
out there. So when I just had a moment or several minutes on the last show, that was my total truth. And
I
so
love
now
it.
that the total truth is out there, we just taking it day by day, just enjoying each other and all of that. So, but yeah, I just, in his mind, I didn't speak my total truth.
All right.
I don't think half of us speak our total truth, and I
We
think
don't.
that's something in 2021 we also got to add to our list. Listen, I was watching something with what's his name, Dondre. Dang, I can't think of it. But his comment was, "Say what you feel at that moment. Just say what you feel. Don't let it go back in, because if you let it go back in, it's almost like swallowing your throw up."
Yeah. Yeah. I
So
would
we
agree
have
with that.
got to speak our truth, and we got to know what our truth is and not worry about what anybody else is going to say or think about our truth, because it's our truth and that's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that was part of my problem. No, not think, I know. And even sometimes in like my family relationships and things like that, I don't speak my truth. I
Right.
let people speak their truth in any way that they want to speak the shit to me. And I'll just go away and not talk to you for months and have my feelings hurt, but then want to fight your ass, and
Right.
then be looking at you sideways. Don't ask me shit. Don't say shit to me, because then I'm going to explode. So whoever you listen to is definitely right. You need to say what you need to say at that moment, because the explosion is coming.
It's
It's coming. So
Right.
you're right. You definitely need to say what you need to say at that moment.
Be respectful about it though. And
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
step out of character. You should never
Right.
have to step out of character for anybody.
That's true.
Angie said,
Oh.
wait, I was gonna say, I'll speak both of them. Angie said, yes, speak your truth, beloved. Beloved. Okay, and Erica, what did Erica say? I agree. We don't always speak our complete truth, but in order to do this, we have to be truthful with ourselves first. That's true.
Oh my gosh, that is so true.
Hey, Erica.
And
So
we have to step out of fear. Fear
that
keeps us from doing a lot of shit and saying a lot of shit. We got to step out of fear.
do y'all feel like y'all are different people? I mean, I know it's just a day or so or whatever, but do y'all feel like your energy and everything is like different now that we made it through 2020?
I
Or
don't.
no? You
No.
don't?
No.
Nikki, do
I
you?
still feel like I'm holding some things from 2020 that I need to discuss and move on from. Yeah, so I don't feel different. I still feel stuck. I feel a little stuck in some ways because
Nikki?
I have not spoken my whole truth.
Do I feel that what? Can you repeat the question?
Do you
All right,
feel have you moved forward? Do you feel a different kind of way since it's 2021?
Do you feel like a different energy about yourself? Do
Right.
you feel like motivated, inspired, or hyped?
I kind of do that every year. Yeah, because it's like I feel like I get a do-over. You know what I mean? I feel like I get a do-over. I get to start again, press the restart button. Yeah, I feel that way, But yeah, but like I said, like with the first question you asked earlier, I'm leaving behind the procrastination. So I've been using this time to basically try to write down the goals. Now I'm gonna definitely add the deadlines to it. So I can go ahead and just, be
Nikki,
a
one thing I did, and I know you're trying to do your businesses and everything, do a vision board. Something that you could look at
yeah.
every
Yeah,
single day.
I usually do one, and I just haven't done one. I haven't done one in a while. I had a vision board party with my girlfriends and everything, but I'll tell you, I I don't know. I'm just happy 2020 is over. But look at here. We lost our girl. But
Yeah.
but look at here. So hey,
Yeah.
Felicia. Okay,
And
hold on.
Angie
We
says, I feel different. I feel the need to change my thinking and just spring forward. I started to journal and get my feelings on paper and move forward. And that's a good thing, is putting it down in writing so you could see it and check off what you've done. That's why I said, Nikki, you should do a vision board, because when it's visual and you can see it every day,
right.
just makes your goals obtainable because you see them every single day. Ladora said, "I'm half. Need to mentally and spiritually reset."
I
I
love it.
get that.
Hey, Felicia.
I feel like a total new person. Like I went through like hell December, whole month of December,
Yes,
and I
ma'am.
didn't have a choice but to check myself. I didn't have a choice but to change my life and to look right in the mirror and like really take off my mask and stuff. But this new year, this first 7 days have been freaking amazing.
That's
I
good.
basically, the fear that I had for my business. Like today, I had all kinds of business calls with my different clients and stuff, and I was just like scared, kind of scared. It's crazy because it's crazy. But I was on fire and I was really energized afterwards. It's so many things that in 2020 and before I was scared to do, like dealing with a realtor to get my building for my business. Like it's just, I'm on fire. I'm on
Yeah.
fire, and I'm really intentional about it. And I'm manifesting, I'm meditating, praying, and all of that.
Good. I'll
It, it,
pray for
it's
you.
it's amazing.
That's
I'll
good. Wait, Shauna, you said I write my manifestations, then burn them.
Yes. That's how you.
Really?
Yes,
Why do you
yes.
burn them?
Yeah.
Because that means
What's
that
the
you
thing
gave it away.
about burning them?
That
Oh,
means
so
you
you
gave it
gave it.
away. You're no
Gotcha.
longer responsible. You accept it. It's gone. Let's do it. It's
Oh,
already so.
I need to look at it. Renata, thank you for listening. Thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in.
Hmm.
Burning them, huh? Okay, maybe I should
Yep.
get
Yeah.
started. I should have like a
I've
little.
done that exercise at a women's retreat, but we were burning away our issues. We put all our
Yeah,
issues down and then burnt them.
It means the same thing. You're
the
letting them
same
go.
thing.
You're
Okay.
letting it go. Remember, when you manifest something, you gotta give it up to the universe if you
Right.
really believe it and stuff. And also another thing is light candles on all your intentions. A
Huh?
candle for each thing. Those long
Oh,
candles you can get at the dollar store, or whatever, the long ones.
the candelabra
Speak,
candles.
speak it with it, what you want, and burn it, and just let it burn. Don't never let it go out. Just let the whole thing
I
burn. And when it burns, you
never
gotta
heard of
know.
that method.
Oh, most definitely, yes, yes. You,
Devon Triplet, thank you. That's my daddy. Hello. Thank you for listening.
Okay.
Yeah,
hey,
Shauna
Pops, I
said,
saw you dancing, Pops.
oh my God, girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Shauna said that, write them down and put them into the universe. I'm definitely gonna try that. Erica says 7 day candles, candle magic. I didn't, I've never heard of that before, but I definitely
Right.
will. First of all, I'm gonna try any damn thing. So candles. Look, if I need to go get candles and I need to get burned paper, whatever I need to do, I'm gonna try it. Because my
It's
partner told me yesterday that he predicts our business to be a $20 million business. That's what he told me yesterday in a meeting. I got scared. I mean, I like was having anxiety about it. But he's like, why are you nervous? Why are
right.
you scared? Why are you nervous?
Why?
Wow.
Why?
I don't know. What do you
Why?
do? So you're right. You're right.
I told one of my clients, he told me his goal, what he wants to make. I said, "Oh, I'm making my first million this year." And he was like, I'm
No,
like,
that's
I don't need for you you don't have to say no, you don't have to do nothing. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do.
I
So
know
there's some
that's
things,
right.
steps that I have to make. There's deadlines in my personal and my business. Y'all, come on. We
We gotta
we
speak
have the
it. We gotta
power.
speak it. You're right.
We have the power. Yo, there is a group on Facebook called Manifestation Babes. I don't know if
Really?
y'all ever seen it. Let me tell you something.
No.
I'm gonna go back. I started that group probably about 7 years ago. And I talked about this earlier today, about 7 years ago. And there's a white girl on there. Her name is Christian, so I can't think of it. She owns it. She's over it. She's from another country. She came here. Her family wanted her to be a doctor, and she just started manifesting stuff. Even her looks was just plain and simple. 7 years later, and I've watched her. When I say that I followed her, but instead of doing what I was supposed to be doing, I was just following her. She
Gotcha.
now is beautiful. She's now married. She's now a millionaire. Like she kicks tail and her energy is everything. And all these women in the group, they dope. Like they dope. We have got to stop sleeping on ourselves. We have
Yeah.
got to be careful about the things that come out of our mouth and speak good stuff into us. We can no longer say I'm scared. We can no longer use words like fear. We can't do any of that stuff. We made it through 2020. This is our time to really be truly super women.
Put that group in the comments for people who want to go and follow that group, like myself.
Okay.
So, yeah, put that group in there. So, Felicia said we light candles in the Catholic Church. She's right. I'm Catholic and grew up Catholic, and you're right. When we pray, we light a candle. So, why I never even thought about that, I have no idea. Maybe that's why, because I've been doing it for so long and just stopped as an adult. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try some more things. So we got 4 minutes left, ladies. This show went by really quick. Unbelievable. Angie said also keep positive people around you. Keep
Yeah, that's
negativity
true.
out. Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
guys make sure this is the time that you release all the old. If
Yeah.
you are not equally yoked with your friends or whatever, it's just time to let them go. Let them
Yeah.
go. Business partners, all let them go. If it's not a two-way thing, let them go. Let
Yeah.
them go.
Yeah.
It's time.
I definitely have some personal work that I have to do quickly because I don't want this to linger and it's already lingered too long.
Right.
So I definitely, have to, get rid of some things that I know are not good for me. But yeah, that's a difficult thing, but
It is.
it has to be done, and we just have to we're strong. I'm strong enough to do it. So I just, have to do it. So all I want to do is be happy, make money, and have a seat up there in them pearly gates in heaven. That, I'm just trying to live my little life. I'm just
So,
trying to live
ladies,
my little life.
next week the topic will be unconditional love. Do we really
Yeah.
know what that is? Woo! Nikki, tell them how they can find you on social media as we close out.
They can find me on social media under Nikki Jules. That's on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Latrina.
Oh, and now Clubhouse, right?
Yes.
Clubhouse.
We
Yeah.
need to do a live. Let's do a clubhouse show.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I need to know how to get in and all that stuff. So you all
Do
have
you
to
you
have
help
only
me.
get one
iPad?
invite. So
You have an
join
iPad?
up and I'll
Yeah.
see you and I'll get you in there.
You have
Okay.
an iPad? Or I mean
I do.
iPhone? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we can get you in there.
Okay, cool. You guys can follow me on Facebook under my government name, Latrina Hunter,
She be killing me with that.
and Instagram, Mama Bear.
I am Tiger Eyes 360 Media Group, and my personal page is Latanya Michelle. Until next week, you guys, thank y'all so much for joining us. Have a great
Thank
week.
you.
Stay positive. Love on yourself. See y'all later.
And